All right, so this is just to let my coworkers know a little bit of how I'm doing this pre-measures. Okay, so I'm finishing up the latter portion, but I want to just show you guys how I'm doing it and why it's taking long. It's not something that can be done very quick. I gotta make sure that I could have, not have mistakes. So, standard 101, chapter 4. Okay, so I just got done doing one, so I'm gonna do another one. And as you can see, each performance measure, I'm copying and pasting, but it's not so simple because I have to format the information. So I kind of have to go line by line, right? So here's this information right here, the NFPA, the performance measure, right? So for each one, for this one, here's some of the stuff that I have to do, right? Get it on the right font, get it on the right numbering, position. So A, B, C, 3, 12. Okay. So this one was my number 2. All right. So I'll go back to the top. All right, I'll check my list. I have a little cheat sheet here somewhere. Okay, so these are done. So now I'm just gonna do 3, number 3, ascend work from. Okay. So now you guys get to see how I'm doing each one. All right, so these are my templates. And okay, this is the one I'm working on. In fact, let me just check real quick. All right, these are done. All right, so this one's done. And now I'm gonna do number 3 from skill test number 4. So I'll go all the way down to my last performance measure. All right. And I'm going to copy and paste the last one. It's just easier that way because it's got similar information. All right, boom. Copy. Now go to new page, paste. All right, so check the number 3. I'll now let's see. I'll try to do all these at the same time, but I probably won't see. It won't let me, so I have to go one at a time. It's just prepping it, so So I'm ready for okay, so I'll just do that. Okay, so now I got this kind of template, but all right, so now we're gonna make sure everything is fine. So I got a little cheat sheet right here. This will be 14 foot, 24 foot. Okay, so now we're gonna do ascend, work from, and descend a ground ladder without a safety harness. All right. So we're not doing this one then. All right. So I have to find the task that we're doing. This is the Air Force CDC firefighter one, right? So ascend, work from, descend a ground ladder without safety harness. All right, let's try this because I have to find which task we're doing. All right, so some of these have been shortened, so let me see if I can find. All right. All right, so that. All right. ascend, work from, and descend a ground area ladder without or with safety harness. So okay, so this is okay, found it. All right, so this is now the performance measure for that task. So I have to find it. Now that I found it, I'll go down to the one I'm working on, right? All right, I go back to this right here. All right, ladders, skill test, objective, ladders. All right, this will be this ladders, subject area ladders, right? Skill test 4, but objective number 3, just so it's easier to reference down. Like for example, this, to find this performance measure, I gotta have these labels so it's easier to find. Now I have to, all right, so we're in the ladders, but I'm gonna give it the proper title, which is work from ladder, right? Work from ladder. So copy paste, but it's not as simple because see, now I have to get on the right font, right size, and then I have to line it up. So I'm just showing this video too. All right, task, right? Leave my task. That would be conditions. All right. Okay, so now again, we get that on the right font, size, and line it up. All right, and then this right here would be NFPA 101, chapter 4, paragraph 4.3, 4.3.6. That's correct. And one space in between. One space in between. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, so now I copy and paste. Boop. All right. Again, proper font and size. All right, and one more thing to make it. There you go. But see, sometimes I have to from a ground aerial ladder with tools while wearing a life safety harness. So I have to make sure that this makes sense. Now I go down each item. All right. So right. So right. So I get each one. Once I paste it, I still gotta kind of keep the spaces proper. So it's like you can't speed up. You gotta kind of take your time. Make sure that there's no weird words all mangled together and no extra spaces, right? M, another M, fast and safety, right? Copy, paste, oh, backspace, delete the extra space, and keep, oh, wait a minute. I'm missing one right here, so I'm gonna copy, paste, I'm gonna erase this one, and I'm gonna put the one hands, hand under beam, simulate the ladder. Okay, so that's 8, right? Okay, so now take this row, get it in the proper format, size, and numbering system 1 to 8, just like the original one, 1 to 8, right? This is the format for our template, right? All right, so now I go to B. As you can see, B, this one just goes to B, which is good. Some of them go to D or more, but this is just to show you guys what I'm doing and why this takes some time, right? So center it, Times New Roman, and we got 11, so things fit. But then look, they're all mangled together, mushed together. So a ground, aerial, ladder with tools without wearing safety harness, right? And take the space off. Now we go back. Now we go through the 8, 9, 10 different tasks. I'll just keep going. Just showing you guys how long it takes for each performance measure, so you can see how I'm doing it. To get it in a professional format, so it can be ready to be utilized once it's approved. Best way is to have somebody, after I'm done, proofread it so they can lay fresh eyes on it, find any mistakes so they can be corrected. All right, you see right here where I have to make more rows. So what I'll do, I'll erase that, copy, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can see they're not gonna be, I have to line them up. And now I go back to copying the information, pasting it. All right. Okay, so far so good. Number 6. All right, number 7. I guess it's easier for me to show you guys instead of telling you guys. And that way I could also have this passed on to the whomever is wondering why it's taking so long. Still missing a few columns, so copy, paste, paste, paste. Should be enough. But hook foot from the wrong of the beam. So now we're just gonna continue. All right. Step down with opposite leg, and number 11. All right, so okay, now I can take the extra ones and delete them. All right. Okay. All right, so that's a new one. So we're done with it, but I want to double check on the reference NFPA Standard 101, Chapter 4, Paragraph 4.3.6. Okay, got it. This lines up. Lines up. Good. This, I have an extra space here that, let me see. There you go. Okay, now we go to these right here, and proper font, the sizing, and number 1 to 11. Check my original material. 1 to 11 is the last part. Look at it again, make sure everything's fine, right? Forcible entry petition. Okay, so far so good. So that is one performance measure. So this, I'll stop the video here. Hopefully that kind of shows how long it takes to just make one. And this one doesn't have as many columns as the previous one that had A, B, C. These should be D, E, F, but you know, as you can see, extra stuff. All right, I'll just keep working on this, and I'll get it done as soon as possible. All right, bye.